What's good, YouTube? I'm coming back with another video, and this one is on Candace Owens. Who's looking at my headphones? Are you kidding me? This motherfucker got my headphones. What is she? No problem. Anyway, I'm coming back on the video with Candace Owens. Is really Michael Jackson. Now y'all may be like, what? How is Candace Owens Michael Jackson? He's finna break it down. Or she finna break it down. I'm sorry, she. And then after this video, I'm gonna react to her boyfriend or husband, whoever he is, Conscious X. And yeah, that one's gonna be on Plaque Boy Max. Or I might do Castanet next. I don't know, we gonna see which one next. But yeah, let's jump straight into
it. So before I get into explaining how Candace comes from Michael Jackson, I want to show you guys how.
And also, yeah, I forgot what I was gonna even say, but yeah, I'm gonna just let her break it down because she gonna explain it a little better than I can on these situations. Also, let me know what y'all like better. If y'all want me to react, I might just do a mix of everything, but let me know which one y'all like better. If y'all want me to react to this, TikTok, shoot, it really don't matter. I'm gonna react to all of them. I'm gonna do all of them because they all important. So,
and Destiny is literally a copy and paste younger version of Candace Owens. All right, they look so much alike, it's ridiculous. I was actually disgusted putting together these side by sides. Here's another side by side that I made of the two of them. And here's another side by side. You can see the eye spacing is very similar. The nose is very similar. However, they did make Candace nose wider, and then they gave Ryan a tinier nose. They do this a lot whenever they want to make a character seem as if they're cute or attractive. With the female characters, they tend to give them bigger eyes and a tinier nose to give this childlike look, which, you know, is really creepy, and I'll probably get into on Patreon. So I recommend you guys go get the Patreon. There's a lot of content on there that cannot be talked about on here. With these characters that they try to push as attractive, they try to give them this kid-like pouty look, you know, and we could just see that going on with these two characters. I find that to be like the only difference between them. So here's another side by side of the two of them, and literally just copy and paste, and I couldn't believe this stuff. And another side by side, I feel like they look so much alike. Now I am going to show you guys that Ryan is mixed with another character and how they made her character. So look at this. Candace and Ryan both equal 22 in the reduction cipher. So these characters are very much connected to each other. And 22 is connected to dead, so I wouldn't be shocked if either one of these characters decides to be a death faker. Candace seemed like a type of character they'll run like a death, you know, a fake death with. Her character is hated and very controversial, so people would basically get off from that. It's like with the entire Kevin Samuels thing, and I have a video on Kevin Samuels that you guys can go and check out. So Candace Owens, she comes from Michael Jackson, all right, and not just regular Michael Jackson, but the kid version of Michael Jackson. So I've explained in the past that there are certain characters who are made from different eras of other characters' life. So in the case of this, Candace comes from young Michael. All right, so different stages of Michael. This is why they edit these characters. I have a video on Patreon about how they are changing these characters.
y'all can't tell me y'all don't see that shit. You can't tell me y'all don't see that shit. That shit is clear as day, bro.
And it's like a double-edged sword. Like, they do this to like confuse people and like admit that they're characters, and they also do this to, well, actually it's multiple reasons why they edit these characters so much. First thing they do is for to mock you. All right, so they're mocking people for thinking that it's surgery, but all that they're doing is editing these characters. Second, they do it to get you to follow a trend and be insecure and just try to keep up with whatever they're pushing, you know what I'm saying? And then third reason they do it is because they're going to end up making another character later that's off of the image that they look like right now, so they end up editing them to advance them so they can look different and not like their other character. Like Michael Jackson in his last form did not look like Candace, right? But his earliest form looks identical to Candace, all right? So they do this a lot. So here's a side-by-side that I made. It was very easy, and it's actually very disgusting that they are doing this. So a lot of things are similar on these two characters, and this also means that Ryan is mixed with...
Now, I don't know, my camera look a little lopsided, but I don't know if that is Candace Owens' face right there on the left. I don't know if that's Candace Owens' face put on another character. I don't know, but if that's her when she was younger, boy, that bitch look like a man, and she looked like one now, but more of like they like you can't really tell now, but you can still see the feet. Here, this look like a little kid, a little teenage boy that is switched into Candace Owens that we know today, bro. You can't tell me this though. And that's what they do in Hollywood. If you go look at not Michael Jackson. If you go look at the president Barack Obama, bro, talking about Michelle Obama, he called her Michael. How you gonna slip up and call your own wife a female Michael, my nigga? Doing a speech live in front of people, bro. Doing a whole speech live in front of a crowd. This nigga called his wife Michael, bro. You can't tell me. Because if you go back and look at his wife, Michelle Obama, and then her brother, when they was younger, nigga, they might have did a whole character swap. Because if you know about Obama, it's supposedly he had a friend that went missing or something like that, right? And it was a dude, then supposedly that ended up being his wife. Now, Michelle, but it was Michael. His best friend was Michael. He went missing. So, hey, listen. You can't tell me Hollywood ain't doing no weird shit, bro. I don't even want to hear it no more. I don't even believe in coincidences no more. If you still love these people in Hollywood, I don't even know what to tell you. Because you might just be an NPC at this point. You can't, who knows? Because Hollywood is not real. Hollywood is not what you think it is. But they still steady trying to push it on us so we can have this fake illusion that we are going to make it someday. We're going to make it and be somebody famous one day when we're not. Nobody's that's regular like me, like you probably watching this, somebody regular like us, but we're not going to make it most likely in the industry. And if we do, we're going to end up getting blackballed out because we ain't probably with the shit that they own. And if you with the shit that they own, then you might end up making it. But 9 times out of 10, you're not, because you're going to get blackballed out. And then you're going to become a one-hit wonder. What do you think one-hit wonders was? People like me and you that made it regularly, but they wasn't with the shit, or they seen what they was doing behind closed doors and they wasn't with that. 9 times out of 10, if they come out of nowhere, or even if they don't come out of nowhere, and they just popping all of a sudden, or you was following them from the beginning, and then next thing you know, like a couple months later, they just become all popping and famous and shit. You was like, well, I was there from the beginning. He ain't no industry plan. My nigga, they is planted. They planted. If they come up faster than a year, and they just came out, most likely they are planted. 9 times out of 10. It's rare a regular person like me or you are going to put up numbers like that. It's rare.
With Jackson, Ryan literally is 80% of Candace, all right? 80 or like 60% of Candace.
It's going to take us years, literally.
So that means she has percentages.
Okay, and then you may be like, well, some of these rappers, it took years. That's what they want you to think. They make them wait those years. That's why they always be like, man, I knew I was going to make it. I was just waiting my turn. You got to wait your turn. That's literally what it is. They take a turn. Just like they take turns with the females that they fucking in the industry. All the bitches is ran through and they fuck the same people. They keep it in the industry, bro. If you don't, I'm telling you, if
you still worship in Hollywood, if you still like these industry ass niggas, bro, if you still like these industry ass bitches, these models and shit, you need to get your life right, because they life ain't right at all, my nigga. They characters, they fake, they playing a scene in front of the camera, but when behind closed doors, they are whole completely different people, bro. Candace Owens, y'all think that she exposing this shit? She's controlled opposition. She can only expose what she can expose. She can't expose nothing else. She knows way more than what she's saying. That's why she ain't saying nothing groundbreaking. Everything she's saying has been, anybody can go search. Me and you ain't go find this shit for the most part. So she's not, and 9 times out of 10, her comments, her fan base is telling her what to go search and do a video on next anyways. They tell her go look into this topic, she go look into it and then expose it. She probably asked, can she talk about that, or they tell her she can talk about this before she do a video or some shit. She's controlled opposition. She only exposing what's already exposed, or little shit that don't fucking matter no ways, that they let her expose. She's controlled opposition.
Michael Jackson her. After so long, you start to realize that these characters are all mixed with each other, you know, and that's the crazy part of all of this. So here's a connection between Candace and Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's 29th.
Hold on.
Candace Owens is.
Let me take off these closed captions real quick. Now y'all see Candace Owens down there. You can't tell me that don't look like no damn. That don't look like somebody who went through a form to become a female, a man who went through the transforming to come to a transform into a female. You can't tell me that don't look like no damn Optimus Prime, my nigga. You can't tell me. That looks like a, bro. It looked like they literally gave her facial construction to look more like a female, or gave him, I should say, to look more like a female. You can't tell me this shit, bro. Once you start seeing it, you start seeing it, and you start seeing it in all of them. Even if, like, it's crazy, not all of them, but like a good majority of them, because they invert. They turn bad to good, they turn good to bad, they turn a man to a female, they turn a female to a man. They invert shit all day, every day. You gotta have the spirit of discernment to know what is what.
On the 29th of April. All right, and what is the connection between April?
Yes, some females just look manly, but my nigga, you can tell, because you can't swap out a frame. You make him do, but you can't swap out that body frame. You can tell.
August, the A, all right? The 2 months with the A. And then they just so happen to be born on the 29th, so they have the same birth number. Speaking of birth numbers, and we can also get on the topic of life paths and stuff like that, the readings are back on the Enlightenment tier, so just join the Enlightenment tier, hit us up. There's a little note that could tell you the walkthrough, just, private message us. Join the Enlightenment tier if you're interested in getting a birth number reading and a life path reading, okay? So look at this, MJ and
Now, supposedly you're not supposed to do numerology on yourself, but I feel like you might not supposed to do it on yourself because they don't want you to figure out who you are and what, what I'm saying, your life purpose is, you feel me? But who knows? Supposedly you're not supposed to do numerology on yourself, but I don't know.
Candace both match with 31 in the ordinal and reverse cipher, so these characters are very connected. Again, I want to repeat this. What is the chances that they are both born on the 29th? All right, that is very crazy to me. And she's literally
Gotta pay attention to the numbers.
the younger version of him.
And that's why they say numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. They're not saying numbers don't lie like all numbers don't. They saying probably in numerology, and I just got this download. They're probably saying numerology don't lie, because in 9 times out of 10 they lying. If you go search or call me kinfolk, Divine Side Data video I'm watching right now, her husband or boyfriend or whatever, Conscious X, Zachary, the dude that do numerology, Zachary something or Zach something, I forgot his name, but numerology don't lie, numbers don't lie, so yeah.
All right, that is insane. And They match with 31 in a reverse and ordinal cipher. Now let's talk about how Destiny, because Ryan Destiny. When it's not Destiny, okay, that's her name, matches to Michael with 33 in a reduction cipher. All right, that is insane. So here's Ryan's other character. Ryan is also mixed with Lauryn Hill. Now I have videos on the past about Lauryn Hill because Lauryn Hill, see, she comes from Oprah, all right, and so then that's his own little web of characters, all right. And so here's basically what Ryan Destiny is. She is a split mixture of these two characters. I think even Candace crosses over to being one of the characters in Lauryn Hill's group, because again, whenever they give them a male character, they also give them a female character. So she does actually look like Oprah. The more that I look at Candace, she looks like her. So all of them are the same. Okay, I know that sounds crazy, but all of them are the same. When they made these characters, they made them from the exact same template. This is very intense. The fact that I can put these two photos together and they look so much alike, like their nose to their mouth, the spacing in between, it's like the same. Their nose is identical. Their eye spacing, their eyebrows. Come on, this is like intense. And all of the characters are inverted. So you have to understand that. And when I say inverted,
And if you look at Michelle Obama when she was younger, she kind of looked like Candace Owens on right here, younger. The younger Candace Owens or whoever the fuck. I don't even know a boy name for the name Candace, but nigga, I'm telling you, bro, Hollywood is hot, bro. Y'all can't, entertainment, period. From models to actresses to actors to politicians, it doesn't matter. News anchors, it doesn't matter. If they in front of the camera and they getting paid and they entertainment people, they entertainment, they're on this big screen, my nigga, they is part of it. They're part of it. Literally. 9 times out of 10, you can't have that much influence without being part of the organization or whatever the fuck they got going on behind the closed door, whatever group they got. You feel me? Freemasonry, whatever. You can't, they in that bloodline. They was born that way. Either they create homuncular test tube babies and then throw them out there and then that's their clones, or they have the bloodline, or not, that's the clone, that's the person that they have like faking, or that they real people, or they make the test tube homuncular babies and they make them the clones of the character of that people is playing, that they playing. You feel me? The world is a stage, literally.
I don't just...
And you playing your role too. I'm playing my role right now. I was playing my role doing shit, messing up the community, or, you know what I'm saying, being out in the streets. Now I'm playing my role as a prophet, waking people up, trying to spread the message, the true, real message. Everybody's playing their role. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you're doing right now, but whatever you're doing, you're playing some sort of role right now. I'm waking people up or keeping people asleep, one of the two. It's no in between. It's either you with them or you against them. It's no in between, no middle ground. It's no middle ground. It's either you demonic or you godlike. There's no in between. There's no middle ground. You gotta pick a side. Because the moment being in the middle ground, you're gonna get you gonna be confused. You gotta pick a side. You gotta I can't use, but you just gotta. It's no middle ground. Is it you with the industry or you against the industry?
That Candace is just a man, okay? Because that is not exactly what's going on here, because she looks like Kid Michael and Kid Michael looks like a girl because of the wide eye spacing, etc. That usually is common on girls, okay? So what's going on here is that they're multiple in one, okay? Like they're boy girl at the same time, and sometimes double of one gender. It's really confusing, and they purposely do this to just like, you know, confuse everybody. Either way, I always say you should not have a crush on celebrities because it's very weird, because they're always tricking you. I have a video on Pharrell where I was showing Miguel with Mariah Carey, and Miguel looked just like a girl, but also a guy at the same time. But his body was like a girl. And then Mariah Carey, most people will automatically think that they see a female, but then her body looks like a linebacker, like in that photo, like she looks like a guy. So it's always confusing, you know. And one thing I noticed with the female characters, I've said this in the past, is that they make the female character's image off of a little boy. Okay, so it's never really even female to begin with, because it's like, if you look at them, they look like young, undeveloped boys, okay? So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Oprah is the female-based character of these three characters, and Michael is the male-based character of these three characters right here. So they're all interconnected. It's like a web of characters that are all interconnected, and it's crazy, and this needed to be brought up. And you guys have to realize, to be detached to these characters, they are made, all right? So learn to be detached to them. Know that these videos are to stop you from idolizing celebrities and making them the main focus of your life. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate you guys so much.
All right, so I might do one on Charlie Kirk, how he's really Sam Smith. His character is Sam Smith, but they just killed him off. You feel me? They just killed off his character. So I might do one on that next. But as far as this video, that's the end of it. If y'all like it, give it a thumbs up. I don't care. I mean, subscribe. I ain't gonna tell y'all to subscribe, because if you're gonna subscribe anyway. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it anyway. You feel me? Me telling you to do it most likely ain't gonna make you do it. So, hey, but if it do, hey, like and subscribe. You feel me? But that's the end of this video. I'm finna react to Conscious X next. I'll catch y'all on the next one.